Hey, what is going on, you guys? Before I even start this video, I just want to say this is the only time you guys are ever going to see me with a mustache. I'm doing this for Movember, so it's staying till the end of the month. So today I'm going to be talking about two very simple techniques for color correction in Final Cut Pro X. I'm not going to be talking about advanced techniques. I'm going to save that for another video. So this video is not about LUTs. It's not about color profiles. This tutorial is going to be very basic, and it's going to be for someone who's just getting into color correction, that doesn't know a lot about it yet, and I want to keep it very straightforward and simple. So here we go, guys. Let's do this. So we're going to start by opening up Final Cut Pro. Oh, Simone, I'm busy. I'm busy. I've got some footage here that I shot a couple weeks ago, my friend Teresa's car, so I'm just going to drop that in. So I shot this footage at 60 frames per second, but I'm just going to slow it down to make this a little easier. Okay, so the first simple way to do color correction in Final Cut Pro is to go down to the Effects tab and grab the color correction effect and drag it onto your clip. If you don't see it in the Effects tab, you can simply go down to Color, and it should be the first one there. And unfortunately, in Final Cut Pro, this does not come built in on every single clip you import. You have to actually take the effect and drag it onto the clip itself. You won't be able to just click any clip and see it here in the Effects tab. You actually have to drag it onto the timeline, onto your clips. So once you've added the effect to your clip, you're gonna go up here into the little menu bar, and you're gonna hit this arrow here, and it's gonna bring up all these color effect options. And from this tab, you can also access your saturation controls and exposure controls. So from this panel here, you can play with your color, change it to how you want it. It's very simple to use. But for me, what I usually like to do is I like to go into the saturation and exposure levels, and instead of playing with every single bar individually, I like to just use the global control right here on the left hand side, and I drag that up and down, and you can see down here that the percentage will change, and you can actually change that percentage yourself by clicking here, backspace, and you can change the number yourself. I like to do it that way as well. And you can also change the value by hovering your mouse over the number and dragging up and down, which will change the value. Pretty basic, pretty simple. It's a very easy way to do quick color corrections in Final Cut Pro if you don't want to spend a lot of time with it. Now, the second method of doing color correction that I wanted to talk about is by actually just using a blank adjustment layer. Now, Final Cut Pro does not come with one. You'll have to import it manually. I'll leave instructions in the description below. I'll leave a download link. It's really simple to use. I really like it, and I'm going to show you how to use it. It's very straightforward. You just drag it onto your clip or clips. You can actually drag it over the entire timeline if you're lazy like me sometimes and you just want to do a very quick color correction. You don't want to spend a lot of time on it at all. While you can split this adjustment layer up, if you are going to use it over the entire timeline, I don't recommend doing it if you are making like a short film, but if it's for something simple like a gaming video or something, it's very useful. So once you've got the adjustment layer where you want it, you're going to go over to the Effects tab again and grab the color correction effect, and you're going to drag it onto that blank adjustment. And now you'll see up here you've got the color board. Once again, you've got your saturation, exposure controls. But the nice thing about this is now instead of having to drag this to every single clip, you can actually just copy paste this adjustment layer, take it over to your next clip or wherever you're going to use it, and you can redo those effects. And it just makes things so much easier when you're editing, because the only thing you have to worry about is looking at those adjustment layers on top. And like I said, I will leave a download link in the description below to the adjustment layer, and I will also leave instructions of how to install it. It takes about 30 seconds, very simple and straightforward. But that is it for my very first tutorial, you guys. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, leave a comment, like below, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. But that is it for this video, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. And once again, guys, thanks for watching.
Can't stop this feeling.